couple quick hits on Israel. The Houthis have struck Israeli soil with a hypersonic missile. Now, it was in the outskirts of Israel that they struck, but this is yet another instance. This is yet another instance where, like, the Ansar Allah administration has been able to penetrate the Iron Dome. Not looking too good. Hypersonic missile outside of Tel Aviv. Not looking great for Israel. Like, to be able to fucking penetrate the Israeli Iron Dome like this, you have to be fucking worried, dude.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is vowing to respond after Yemen's Houthi rebels fired a long-range missile at central Israel. Meanwhile, in Gaza, Palestinian officials say an Israeli airstrike in the central part of the territory killed at least 16 people. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer joins us now from Tel Aviv. Elizabeth, what more are you learning about these latest strikes in Gaza?
I like that whenever Israel is, like, upset, they just have one speed. Like, immediately they're like, let's go kill some of the most vulnerable people on the planet. Like, people that are just held captive. Like, that's it. They have one retaliation.
Well, the Israeli military is still pursuing its stated mission, which is to eliminate Hamas in Gaza. And so the civilian casualties continue to mount. The missile you mentioned flattened a house in the Nusayrat refugee camp right in the middle of the Gaza Strip. Palestinian hospital officials have confirmed that 7 of those killed were in a single family and did include a child. And then there was another strike not too far away in Gaza City, which killed a woman and 2 more children.
Yeah, you're right. This was one missile that beat 4 layers of defense: Patriot, David Sling, 2, 3, and the Iron Dome. You're right. They only fired 1 missile, which is too fast for the aero system to stop, clearly showing that Yemen is capable of more. I know. It's pretty nutty. It is pretty fucking nutty, dude.
Meanwhile, the negotiations on a ceasefire and the release of the Israeli hostages appear to be going nowhere.
It's real cop shit, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, today a teenager yelled at me at work, and I'm cucked by libtards in society, so I couldn't shoot him immediately. I only was able to beat his ass. So then I had to take out my anger on my wife. I came home and I beat the shit out of my fucking wife. That's basically what's going on here, you know?
The formal negotiations have so far taken place through mediators in Qatar with U.S. and Egyptian support. We just spoke to...
Thank God America is tirelessly working for a ceasefire, which is actually just giving them hundreds of millions of dollars of new weapons at a rapid clip.
Gal Hirsch, who's the Israeli special coordinator for hostages and the missing, he appears to have, in front of our cameras, opened another channel, a public channel, with an offer to the Hamas leader, Yahya Sinwar. He says that Israel will give Sinwar safe passage out of Gaza.
This is so funny. It's like, dog, this is if you believe your own propaganda. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to give safe passage to Yahya Sinwar in an effort to, like, you know, get across our wishes, which is to fucking maintain a permanent military occupation. And it's like, first of all, you got to be a real dumbass to be like, okay, I guess I'll take it, after they killed the non-military person that did not do October 7, right? The leader of the Politburo, which is the reason why Yahya Sinwar is now the head of Hamas. And that's like the dumbest fucking olive branch. And it's also not an olive branch that the Palestinian side asked for. Okay? Like, it's not like the Palestinian envoys were like, please give us safe passage for Yahya Sinwar, and then, like, we're fine. Remember 3 weeks ago when a deal was days away and Biden said, I've got a good feeling? Yeah, and I told you, it's a fucking lie. It's been a lie. They are using the negotiation, or lack thereof, but the negotiation process to extend the war, to allow Israel to prosecute its genocide consistently. But this way they can at least like do a little bit of a legal defense to be like, oh yeah, you know, we're just trying our best. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And the only thing that is successful in terms of like the messaging around this issue is that it's no longer in the forefront of the conversation. And meanwhile, domestically, in the United States of America, we're doing everything we can to become more fascist in terms of like shutting down free speech and making it so that you can't even say Israel is bad. What is this? I know it's a shitty Israeli right-wing news outlet, but I doubt they're lying about what is known. Oh, you mean the Houthi regiments are in Syrian territory? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That might be just Israel's interest in like mounting yet another front, potentially using that as a reason to be like, yeah, we just have to go into war with Syria too.
If he relinquishes control of the territory and sees that all 101 remaining hostages are returned. And not only Sinwar, Hirsch told us, but the offer extends to Sinwar's family. And he said as many people as he wants to take with him. This, he implied, could end the war. Now, Sinwar is never seen in public. He's the most wanted man in the region, and he hasn't responded to this proposal. But his last communique to Houthi rebels doesn't suggest a man open to a deal. In fact, in it, he said, we have prepared to fight a long battle of attrition that will break Israel's will.